Jazz.
I love that.
Jazz. Of the Jas Chronicles. We catching the vibe.
You're listening to the Blue Sky Radio.
Yeah,
Blue
yeah.
Sky Radio.
Beautiful blue skies, blue skies, blue skies.
Oh my. Y'all just didn't be patient. Just be patient. You have it queued up? We have some hot topics. Very hot.
Agreed.
Steaming hot.
Seven 757 shout out. Big sis.
Shout out to G.O.D.
Every day, all day.
Shout out to Facebook. Everyone who's tuned in watching. You want to definitely go get that app. Download that app. The Blue Sky Radio app. So that you can watch us live on YouTube. And we're going to be looking and listening to your comments. When you call in, we're gonna listen to the comments, and we're definitely gonna be looking at the comments because we got some stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah,
That is. Oh.
Baby, my lover, my lady.
Yeah.
yeah.
All night you make me
We out here too.
want you. It drives me crazy. I feel like you were made just for me, babe. Tell me if you feel the same way. Does it just
So right.
I don't want.
Waste no time.
If I had to choose, I know I'm gonna always choose to be with you. Cause girl, don't
Why?
you know? Girl, don't you know you're so beautiful?
Yeah.
I wanna give all my love to you,
It all.
girl. Not just tonight,
For
the
the.
rest of your
Yeah.
life. I wanna be always here by your side.
Always right
Don't
outside.
you know you're so beautiful? I wanna give all my love to you, girl. Not just tonight, but the rest of your life. I wanna be always here by your side. When you're not here, you don't know how much I miss you. The whole
But sis say she gonna play the song
Man,
when she
Tiff
break up
say
with her
she-
boyfriend in the background.
get to
Tiff said
make
she gonna
you
play.
feel
I don't think that's a breakup song though.
like you know I could.
But whatever works, sis. Whatever
Man,
works.
Tell me, Tip crazy.
If you
757.
What? Feel the same way.
Cause it just feels so right. I don't want.
Waste no time.
Shout out
Girl,
Boston.
if I
got
had to
Boston right
choose,
now in
I
the
know I'm
Shout out my
gonna
Boston
always
brothers.
choose to be with you. Girl, don't you
Homegirl
know?
Sally.
We can't even let it play all the way. This is the extended version.
The boy
So-
say all his love.
All his love.
That's a lot of love.
Don't want to waste no time. You hear me?
None.
No time. None. Zero.
He putting it overtime.
Overtime. That's
a
what you
lot
have
of
to
time.
do.
Sometimes.
All the time.
Is there such thing as too much time?
No. Not when you connected.
Overstood.
Here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are tuned into the Unspoken Combos every last Friday of the month. Here at the Blue Sky Radio, I'm your girl Jazz, and I got my co-host,
Mr. How to Be That Dude, Mr. Ernest Eastland.
Mr. How to Be That Dude, Mr. Ernest Eastland. We got one co-host missing.
Always. Mo always late.
Mo's late. She might not make it. Daughter has homecoming, so we'll excuse her.
Priorities.
That's a priority. FOE, family over everything. You hear me?
Every day.
Well, again, welcome to the Blue Sky Radio. This is the Unspoken Combos where everything is kind of unfiltered. We're going to talk about the conversations that, what?
That's typically hidden.
Typically hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We want to shed light and expose a little bit more.
Yeah, we want to talk about some of the real, you know, the
I'm
real,
with it.
definitely the real. Again, tonight's show, we're going to open up the line, so make sure that you hit us up at 832-518-9107. We're definitely going to open up the lines because I'm pretty sure some of you have experienced some of the things that we're going to talk about on the list of discussion topics. We have 8 because you've added 1.
Oh, man. But that weather, though.
That
the
weather's-
weather outside.
yeah.
That song and that weather.
That song,
Trouble.
that weather,
Trouble.
and some homemade chili. How about it?
Ooh.
Yeah, I made homemade chili.
Ooh.
I'm getting off of my meat fast for the day.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's what's
But
happening.
that weather.
Yeah, that weather's sexy. It's real sexy.
It's
All right,
grown-up weather.
let's dig in. Wait, how have you been, E? I haven't talked to you in a
I'm
minute.
good, man. Moving and grooving. Got a lot of things going, but everything is well. God is amazing. Situations, opportunities. I won't do no justice to complain. What about you?
I'm making it. I'm holding on to God's unchanging hand as always.
Okay, so you tied another knot. How them old people say, you tie another knot? Oh, just a little bit longer.
Well, everything is gravy. You know, I'm thankful that I'm standing on top of the dirt and not under it. So that's always something to be thankful about. You know,
Blessings.
everything may not go your way or go accordingly, but I mean, as long as you have breath.
But does it really ever go your way?
Sometimes it does. But you know, as long as you have breath, you're able and capable to change the situation. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to harness and hold on to the negative or what isn't or what coulda, shoulda, woulda. We make it happen.
Facts.
When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade and put some Kettle One in it. Twisted
whiskey.
lemonade. I'm not condoning any drinking. Okay, anyway. They're asking me what's in my cup. Ice and Coke.
Man, I got this. Shout out Starbucks. I'm a Beyond Platinum member there. Partner.
There's a
member.
membership at Starbucks?
I mean,
I've
yeah.
never heard of a membership at Starbucks.
I mean, it's like one of them unspoken things. Let me check the Burberry. Going to the.
You name dropping? You brand name dropping tonight? Bro, come on. Anyway, let's dig into these topics.
Yeah, do I got it? Oh, there we go.
We're gonna dig into the topics. Like I said, we had 8, and I was getting some feedback on my post, minimal feedback, and I'm sure tonight's gonna be interesting. So let's talk about topic number 1.
I'm ready.
Topic number 1. Does the lack of trust lead to jealousy? Does it?
Are we speaking from a friendship standpoint, or are we speaking from a relationship or a family standpoint? I think
Let's-
you got to break that down.
You know me, I'm always about relationships. So
I'm with that.
I'm always about
I'm with that. Like, let's
hash it out.
go to the. I mean, we can do any, mini, money, mo.
Okay, so a comment was made on my Instagram post. A gentleman, my friend, shouts out to him. He said that insecurity is the big overall picture that will lead to trust issues, which will then create jealousy.
I disagree.
You disagree?
To a degree, I definitely disagree.
Okay, talk to me.
I disagree from the standpoint, if we're in a relationship, if we're dating, and my partner has an insecure, whether they're insecure about a situation or they're insecure about something pertaining to them, it's my obligation being with that person to create the opportunity to put that confidence into that individual. I mean, because that's at the end of the day, they are a representation of you. So if I'm with you, if I'm confident and you lack confidence, what have I put into you? What have I put into us? What energy have I built? How have I gone about in accordance if I haven't put that into you?
Well, I think what he was saying is that it's not so much that it's the trust issue that leads to jealousy. It's being insecure about something within oneself. If you're insecure, then ultimately you're going to have trust issues.
But am I insecure? Was I insecure before I got with you, or did I become insecure while being with you?
I don't really think
That's the question.
Well, very
because
true.
it goes into the trust.
Do
because
you think people being in a relationship, a person can create insecurities within a person?
Yeah, oh yeah, without a doubt.
Because most people don't own that. Most, especially when it comes to men. Men won't, own that. Yeah, I might have caused my woman to be insecure, or vice versa. I don't want to be partial.
Vice versa. Because you got a lot of fellas, like I say, shout out in the Miss Independents out here that's doing anything. But you have a lot of women out here that's actually financially capable to take care of themselves. So you ask yourself, you come into a situation and you have a young man or a brother or just a great guy that doesn't make as much as this woman. Does that create insecure within a relationship because he's not in a position to take on all the financial responsibilities, and she can?
Well, most men do become insecure if their woman.
Facts.
If their woman is the sole breadwinner, most men do become insecure. But in the same token, I feel like even if a woman is the sole breadwinner, you still got to let a man be a man.
Definitely.
And most women don't know how to do that.
Because most of them don't have men in their lives.
Well, hey, it's not that women don't want a man. Come on now. Women do want a man. That's our makeup. We were made to be that way.
But you're doing everything not to embrace that. Now,
it's called adapting. We've had to adapt and adjust to the fact that there has been a dearth of men.
Man, this is Houston. We adapt every day.
Listen what I'm saying though. I'm saying women become independent because they've had to adapt to the situation. Let's go all the way back 400 years ago. Let's go all the way back because at the end of the day, Willie Lynch, that whole systematic approach to divide and conquer.
No, without a doubt. I definitely think
that was a part of the plan. To separate man from woman, husband from wife, and women had to be independent and raise their sons, and thus creating an effeminate. I'm not even gonna go there because I might touch on some topic. That's a whole nother topic. But what I'm saying is that's a byproduct of Willie Lynch. That's Yeah,
like I said, with the insecure, I just think the overall factor of a relationship is trust. But I definitely think, if you get into a situation, it don't have to be a relationship, a situation.
A situationship?
Not even a situationship.
Because that's what we operate on situationships.
Just any situation. I think definitely if you go into a situation and you're not 1,000% sure or 1,000% confident within self getting into the situation, I think any little thing may spark. Like I say, we are imaginary people. Like our imagination run wild. Me being an author, me being a person who deal with that particular art, my mind expands on any and everything. I can take something minute and make it extremely large just from a thought. So being in the position to where you truly don't trust a person, you truly don't know a person, you truly don't understand a person, I definitely believe that that creates insecurities within a situation, let alone a relationship.
Well, you're right. And I'll be the first to admit, I have trust issues. I have trust. But I think if you're open and honest about it, you communicate it at the front end of the relationship or trying to create a relationship, I think that gives a person the option to say, you know what, I think you're worth it. I'm going to love you up into a situation where you don't have to have trust issues or insecurities with me. Because I do. I have trust issues because people got line issues.
But that's key because you said something very valuable going into the situation. You put that on the table.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to let you know.
Not everybody's willing to effective communicate. Everybody talks about, communication is the key. I want to say this, I want to say that, I want to do this, I want to do that. But not a lot of people communicate effectively because my thing is, if you tell me something and you know everything definitively, but you walk away from the situation and I don't know the way I don't know it the way you know it, did we communicate? Like, was the communication effective? So I feel like it's an understanding. Once I walk away and you walk away, I need to know thoroughly what it is you're saying and what it is you're trying to say.
Well, listen to this. Coming from a woman's perspective, and that's all the perspective that I can come from because I'm not a man. However, a woman's perspective is sometimes women fail to openly communicate their truths in fear that the man will leave.
And I agree to that, but then that goes into you being in a position to where, going back to what you just said recently, that's why it's hard for a lot of women to date now because they don't want to just keep opening themselves up to telling.
Well, why the hell should they keep opening themselves up? Because brothers nowadays, and I'm not going to say
not
all
just the
brothers.
though.
I'm saying I can only talk from a female's perspective. So you can,
brothers, I got you, brothers.
You can defend the brothers. You can defend the brothers.
Let her do her like
but
this in there.
and I'm not saying all brothers are like that. I'm not saying all men are like that. What I'm saying is that why would a woman continue to keep opening herself and exposing herself and being vulnerable when brothers are not receptive of that. They take it and it's like, okay, I have her weakness, so let me
I mean,
play on the
women,
weakness.
but women aren't the receptive. I mean, because look at it from a male perspective, and I can only speak from a male perspective to a degree, being in a household of 6 women. If I was to come to you, we're dating, I come to you, you not knowing me, and I'm telling you my weaknesses. This is this, and that. You're gonna say, "Oh, this Negro's soft. He's soft," because
Not a real woman.
He's granted, and not a real
Not
man.
a real woman, and not a real man. So I guess we need to preface that and make it clear.
Because granted, if I'm too emotional, and like I said, because society tells us men, oh, you can't be transparent, you can't be emotional, but you can be emotional to a degree. You can be transparent, but you can be transparent to a degree.
But you're raised like that. Men are raised like that as little boys growing up. You don't cry. You play with trucks. You do this. You go outside. You get scarred up. You fall. You don't cry. So when they grow up to become men, little boys grow up to become men. Now that is right.
As men, we are definitely misguided and misled to a degree.
And when a woman needs you to be sensitive and needs you to be emotional, the man doesn't know how because he was brought up to understand that being a man, you have to be tough.
But
you have to.
I agree.
Neglect your emotions.
But it's not more so the backing or the information that man has received. I mean, that's what society tells us. Because if you see a man crying, you're gonna say, "Oh, well, be tough. It's okay. My mom just died. Am I not supposed to grieve?" So society tells you that you're limited to cry about this, or you're limited to feel a certain way about that.
Well, society doesn't dictate anything. We can go back biblically to the Creator, and Jesus wept, and he was the hardest man alive.
Facts.
To walk the face of this earth.
Down with G-O-D.
As a man. Jesus, he wept. Did you hear me?
You heard.
Wept. So at the end of the day, we're conditioned
Shout
to
out
believe.
Limitless.
We're
Limitless
conditioned
records,
to
baby.
believe certain things that have infiltrated our people and our genders and all that sort of thing. So yeah, insecurity is a big thing. All I can say, advice.
I just think it can go both ways.
It does go both ways. It does. I mean, women can be too strong, too independent, not allowing a man to be a man, and that creates a rift. And then,
but sometimes you need a woman. Because it's a lot of brothers out here, man, that just ain't worth the drop of.
Well, they don't need to be with a real woman. Hello?
Exactly. But granted, a real woman can be in a position to make you step your game up. Vice versa. I'm all about opportunity. But my thing is, if that opportunity is warranted and granted, like, you got to do what you need to do to, reap the benefits and step up, show up and show out. Because if not, you're simply just wasting space. And a lot of people get comfortable within situations to where now you've bypassed who you really was seeking.
Right.
Because you were comfortable within the moment.
I feel it.
Vibes.
Well, that's topic 1. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back with topic 2. Can exes, it's called the case of the exes. Can we be friends? We can and we can't be friends. We can and we can't be friends. Again, you're tuned into the Blue Sky Radio here. Unspoken Combos. And we're going to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Agreed, Iris Mike. Man.